Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of April 18th to the 24th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for the week, so just take what resonates. But as well, thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you haven't done so already. And to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email, of course. If I could even say it, everything you need is down below in the description box. And the overall message I channeled for you for your upcoming week, leaving the worst behind, leaving the worst behind. And the song that Spirit chose to speak upon your week on shuffle, you got Fire and Rain by Kearney. Beautiful song, Fire and Rain. I'll leave that down below for you to utilize in one way, shape, or form. And let's get started and see what this week is all about for you. We'll begin by pulling a couple of messages or whatever we get from the Halloween Oracle deck, and then we'll further speak upon your week with the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. There is a little bit of sadness in your energy, okay? And I can't help but remember that last week, the previous week to this one, depends when you're watching it, there was as well, but not as much. It feels like the clouds are clearing away. Things are starting to feel a little bit better, but let's find out some more with the cards. Wow, excuse me. They're saying embrace the struggle. Embrace the struggle for Virgo. Okay. Authenticity and visibility and ancestors coming out. Who else got this? You may have heavy fire in your chart. But so you're feeling a bit invisible, right? It may make you feel a little bit lonely a bit on your own. You may feel as if you don't need other people at times, but then want that comfort of connections, of that stability in one way, shape, or form. But then it may also feel as if you're giving off throughout the week a very mysterious vibe. Other people in your life might be doing that as well. Things are more colorful than they seem, as it feels like you're being pushed by Spirit in the universe to, like the overall message says, leave the worst behind, right? Pave a new path for oneself, or just brighten your path up in one way, shape, or form. As there is a focus on your past, on what you're made out of, on how much you've been through and how it's made you stronger, wiser, a better version of you, as long as you utilize it in the right manner. But with the Skull of Stars at the bottom of the deck, a true focus on the infinite possibilities that lie within your situation at this time, within your life. It just feels like you need to recognize on a core level, if you look at that skull, you have what it takes to overcome any small obstacles moving forward. And you may be pushed to reflect to the smallest extent, maybe a little bit more, on some of the BS you've dealt with, right? Not to get you down or to keep you in a level of emotion or to sit in it, but just to remember that you've been through it, right? It hasn't been truly easy for oneself, but it makes it 10 times easier to overcome smaller obstacles moving forward. It's as if life up until this point has prepped you, in a sense, as a good perspective, has prepped you for any slip-ups or annoyances or difficulties along the way. But don't expect the past to reflect your future in any way, shape, or form, okay? Acceptance and equality. It feels like some of you are being pushed to accept your past so you can wrap oneself up with, in an optimistic way, wrap yourself up with your future, okay? They're saying fan oneself off. It's been a little bit rough, okay? We're going to pull some tarot to move on to this part of the reading. A little bit defensive with the Queen of Wands, but passionate. It's about channeling that passion throughout the week into your art, your writing, your music making, singing, whatever it may be for you. A level of creativity will do you a lot of justice, a lot of good. But in the midst of it all, you're being pushed to recognize how strong you are. You may even find the universe works through other people. Okay, I was about to say through you in certain ways to help others. Finding a level of fulfillment with through that, okay? To see the brighter side of things, to even maybe better understand what someone else is going through, or multiple people. But I feel as if the universe might work through other people to cheer you up, or just to remind you how bright your future is, to remind you how strong you are potentially. I just got a little bit happy after saying that. Okay, for Virgo. King of Wands coming out as well as the Two of Wands. Being pushed to sit back on your throne and manifest what you desire, it just feels like you're feeling powerful at certain points in the week and then feeling as if that power is minimalized or just not present at others. Something to learn when it comes to the comparison of two, maybe potentially who and what's affecting you in that manner, especially more importantly when it comes to your own mental habits, your what you're wrapping oneself up with in that sense. But I just feel as if there's a lot that you lack or just feel you desire or is missing within one situation, right? There is going to be one day out of the week or two where you're feeling very regal. Something to learn about that. More of that to come, okay? But there's a peaceful way about you when you're embodying that way of being, excuse me, that just inspires people. It turns heads, and you no longer feel that level of invisibility or just, it just feels good, okay? It feels as if you're recognizing where you don't fit in, but you're also recognizing what makes you feel lack of abundance, okay, with the Ace of Cups in reverse. And who and what moving forward is going to help you feel abundant from within, so you shine a level of confidence and just good energy, that glow about oneself, but also recognizing from within, how do you allow for oneself to feel abundant, right? Not to rely fully or even in general on other people and situations, but both ways do play into it, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles, feeling as if they were just saying something about the song Fire and Rain, how they cancel each other out. Interesting. So you may be dealing with a fire sign and a water sign, but the Seven of Pentacles talking about the work you're putting in, watering a business project, hobby, or job, even if you're not in the mood for it, or feeling as if you just desire more when it comes to your career and your money, and that making you a bit nervous, on edge, or just hard to expect the best, but being pushed to leave the worst behind. As the level of abundance does come in, takes an underlining focus, make sure you're noticing it for what it is, for how important this is a taste of what's to come moving forward, okay? And you're meant to reap the rewards for all the work you've been putting in to represent the lifestyle you're meant to live moving forward, as I feel like you need to dig for a level of inner strength to leave a situation that's not working for you, right? Or to go to a job or a situation or something of the sort, maybe even to deal with a living situation where you don't fit in, or you just don't feel your strength is easily found within that situation, right? It may feel like it strips it away, or you're just putting up a facade to a certain extent. Just got to do what you got to do is what I'm hearing. We also have the King of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Judgment coming out. I need to be honest with oneself as to what change needs to happen moving forward, including when it comes to one's habits. So it feels like more than one change on the horizon, but needing to recognize that you have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the ability within oneself to change your life for the better, to leave the worst behind and just pave a new path for oneself, to sing your Virgo song. I feel like music is going to play a key role in your week for a lot of reasons. It could just heal oneself in certain ways, communication from spirit potentially, or just lighten up the energy in a lot of ways, right? They're saying even to giggle. It's important for you to get a release in a multitude of ways, given it's been a rough couple weeks, or just however long it's been for you individually. It feels like you're ready for battle at times, but a need to expect the best and not prepare oneself for a level of defending, a level of, they're saying disaster. A need to recognize that you're being prepped to fly towards the better, and to allow oneself to accept an opportunity to cheers to all you've been through for the better, okay? Cheers to Virgo, cheers to how strong I am, cheers to the creative mind that I contain, okay? And just allow for oneself to expect a change in the future to transform your life for the better. It feels like you have somewhat of an idea for a lot of you as to what that is, all right? Desiring a tower moment, all right? And you will feel less alone after that Tower moment comes to be. It's a positive thing, all right? It just may feel a bit sharp in the moment or a bit confusing. But with the High Priestess coming out, it's a week where you're reminded that you are spiritually connected back up. You're being pushed to recognize that things are going to feel more airy, light, angelic moving forward as long as you allow it to be, right? Don't cancel out that way of being with some heavy thoughts, concerns, or just worry in one way, shape, or form, or associating yourself with other people and situations that weigh things down, okay? Allow for oneself to recognize that the hope is just part of your future, so allow for it to start now, as I feel like once again you need to keep the hope alive when it comes to a fresh start you desire, okay? And it just feels like the battle is coming to an end, it's fading as we speak, and you're needing to recognize that there's a lot of wish fulfillment on the horizon for you as you truly leave the worst behind, all right? Let's answer your question for Virgo. Alrighty, you're getting an answer of yes. You got a yes. So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Virgo.